just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion.
Track 60. Seven Pirates.
Right to the air goes Howell. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a second down.
Let's go.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. They'll run it for the first time. Here comes Zach Charbonnet. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Howell. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll try again. It's second and 10. Back to throw. Howell. He'll get this to the veteran tight end, Noah Fant. And he will score. Noah Fant. Touchdown Seahawks. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. For quarterbacks, there are so many stats we use to measure a good season. This is one of them. 30 touchdowns. That was number 30 on the year. Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead. Seven-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touched back, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10. Kupp in motion. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Tyrese Knight in on the tackle. Second down and 8.
22.
On play action, it's Stafford. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Every offensive coordinator has drive starters, meaning it's a completion, it's a run play that we feel great about, it's a screen. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
This is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Auburn. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. And that just adds to the start for this one. They walk down the field to get the touchdown, and then the defense joins the offensive party, Greg. Each side has scored a touchdown early on.
Yeah, and you just can't draw up a worse start than this, Mike. I mean, not only to allow the opposing team to go down and score on their first drive, but then to follow it up with a pick six. You find yourself in a big hole here early. Do they have enough to dig their way out?
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Boston Scott. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. On the ground, former Notre Damer Kyren Williams. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. The motion man is Nacua. Stafford gonna give it to Cora. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's gonna lose a yard.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw with Howell. That'll be intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
They run over center with Williams. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Cup in motion. They'll run straight ahead with Cora. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running takes them down to the 9. Off the bootleg, it's Stafford. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Tyrel Dodson. He's to midfield. Still on the move. Inside the 10. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky this didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
They'll run here, and it's Charbonnet. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Zach Charbonnet. Touchdown, Seattle. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal. And Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Now the point after try from Myers. He's got it. And the Seahawks are able to extend their 1st quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. First and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Cora. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
To throw on 2nd down, Stafford. He'll get this one out to his fullback.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Stafford. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up the 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Ready. 32.
Play action now for Stafford. That's to the left side and pulled in by Higbee. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
He'll try to run it here with Cora. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Howe. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air, but they've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least 1 first down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot.
Finding space at the 40. And it's a big play. He's finally taken down. What a way to end the first. They can't wait to start the next quarter. The tight end, Fant, in motion. Here's Howell. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. The tight end, Fant, in motion. Now, faking the give. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Throwing is Howell. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And he's in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Seahawks. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? it takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And stretching it out toward the sideline where the defense gets to him. He'll be taken down for a loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
It's Stafford throwing from the pistol. Here's a screen set up to Williams. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
They'll try to run for it with Williams. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up 4th down. Here's Ethan Evans now, as he is on to punt for the Rams. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Starting this drive on the ground, here comes Charbonnet. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved a touchdown along the way.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion.
Track 60. Seven Pirates.
To throw is Howell. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Got a man. It's Lockett. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
This offense now, they're just trying to really pile on the points, find themselves with a big lead here. But remember, it's still the 1st half, Mike. There's a long way to go. Defensively, they've got to buckle down. They have to find a way to put a lid on this offense, because if they don't, they're going to find themselves at the halftime break down by a whole lot.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got it at the 7. Out of bounds, but in business. They mark him down near the 2. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21. Charbonnet going to try to pull his way in. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
In these goal-to-go situations, backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here.
And that is Hunt in the end zone. He's in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Seattle. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year. Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks stretch things out even further. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the ground, it's Corum to start the drive. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Big Leonard Williams brings him down. 2nd and 7. They go play action with Stafford. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Mike, doesn't it just seem like year in and year out, especially on the defensive side of the ball, there's these late-round players that kind of burst onto the scene out of nowhere, and there's a reason this guy fell in the draft, but I'll tell you what, he has shown a ton of growth so far this year, and he continues to make his presence felt in the back end of this defense.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
60 Maverick.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down. The Seahawks sending out their punt team. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Stafford. Right side, complete to Nacua.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Ready. Big 20.
Back to throw. Stafford. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Here's 3rd and 2. On the play fake, here's Stafford. That's taken in by Higbee. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
These two got it going on. 19 on that connection, and another first down. Cup in motion. Again, it's Stafford. He'll try to hit him with a screen.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. To the air again. Stafford. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Third down, 3 to go. Stafford to throw again. And that is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
Monday.
They'll snap it. Here's Stafford. And that is not going to work. Incomplete. And they turn it over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. No easy completion. And this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
At the 31-yard line. Here we go. Hurry, 70. Take go.
Here's Howell out of the pistol. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Out of the gun, they're going to give it to Charbonnet. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. it's 2nd and 5. Howell. He finds the veteran Lockett. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well, down inside the 20.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
They'll throw with Howell. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Now it's Howell. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got it. And the Seahawks are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4.
Let's go.
Here's Howell. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Back to throw. Howell. That one, take it in, middle of the end zone. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Seahawks. That touchdown number 3 for him in the game, and number 14 for the year. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. A first down throw for Stafford. Open man downfield is Higbee. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2. As it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Now it's Stafford. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. And he's into the end zone. Tyler Higbee. Touchdown, Rams. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg. Could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here comes D. Eskridge on the return. Past midfield. They're going to be set up with a short field. What a tremendous kick return. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Throwing is Howell. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. All right, Coach. Thank you. Two very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Stafford now. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. Like sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Well, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Ready?
To throw is Stafford. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points. But really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, it stresses your offensive line. It stresses your quarterback. It stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half.
They are going for it. Stafford. That's going to be caught. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, it's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
Here's a 2nd and 6. They go play action with Stafford. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Play action, Stafford. Pass caught right side by Higbee. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8. Back to throw is Stafford. Hupp brings it in left side. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
A run on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped at about the 2. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. On the play fake, here's Stafford. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, L.A.
Touchdown, LA.
Well, they get on the board. That pads the individual stats, makes mom and dad happy, but Greg, we have seen stranger things. You never know.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing right now, Mike, aside from the scoreboard, oftentimes in the NFL, you learn more about your team in moments like this than you do when everything's going well. So I think this coach is paying real close attention to which one of his guys are going to continue to fight.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. To throw is Howell. They'll set up the screen to Charbonnet. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Back to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Off play action. It's Stafford. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
So they're trying to get the ball out of the hand of the quarterback. That's the best way to slow down any good pass rush, but the accuracy and the run after catch is a critical part of the play. So when this ball is not thrown out in front, what they call the front shoulder pad throw, it makes it really hard for this slant route to get completed, and the ball's thrown so far behind him.
It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal.
I mean, how many of those rushes did we see in his time in Michigan, Mike? I mean, it feels like we've been watching this kid play football for years now, and now he's got a chance to make his mark on the NFL stage. 27 rushing touchdowns last year. That led all of college football. This is one of the better young backs to come into the league in the last couple years. His play style really complements what Sean McVay wants out of this Los Angeles Rams offense.
It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. Stop at the 6, and that sets up 3rd and goal. Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. Gains nothing.
Nice job by the defense there. Took away all the options downfield, and quarterback realized pretty quickly, I got no choice but to check this down, and results in no gain.
Stafford to throw it. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker.
Just think back to a few plays ago, Mike. This offense is finding themselves entering the red zone. It looked like we're about to see a touchdown, but that's how fast things can change in this game. The defense finds themselves with their back against the wall, coming up with a huge 4th down stop. Not only do they keep points off the board, but it's nicer to do it when you come off with the ball in your hand.
On 1st down, they'll start with Charbonnet. And he's going to be taken down, but a marker is on the field, and we need to check this call. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Quentin Lake. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream, a pick 6 for touchdown. The extra point from Carty is good. And the Rams are able to edge a bit closer. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Eskridge now to return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Howell. Get that one to Charbonnet, complete. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll throw with Howell. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Charbonnet. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Here now, 3rd and 5.
Let's go.
Now it's Howell. He's going to pick up the 1st down and more. And he will get into the end zone. Tyler Lockett. Touchdown, Seattle. Myers now to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Seahawks will open it up even further. here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
22.
Play action now for Stafford. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Stay 50, stay 50.
Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. That's hauled in on the left by Nacua. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff now. Stafford throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Stafford. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
They run with Cora. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. A successful drive, but in danger of stalling. Trying to convert now on 3rd and 7.
32.
Now Stafford. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Hey, 50. Ready.
To throw is Stafford. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. On the handoff, it's Charbonnet. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
The ball carrier. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Let's go now.
They'll go again here with Charbonnet. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and
6. Ready. 18 right.
Throwing is Howe. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And he's got another one. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Seahawks. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the 4th.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And the kicking team right there, stopping him before he can get to the 15-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down.
And at this point in the game, trailing by this much, you're just trying to get something positive going. And even if it doesn't alter the outcome of this week's game, Mike, you're trying to build on some things that you can take into next week's practice, build off of and learn from, and hopefully carry it into next week's game to hopefully have a lot better performance, especially here offensively. What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
Set. White. Zero.
Stafford now on 2nd down. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Love. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Here we go. Set.
They'll run it out of the gun with Charbonnet. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Second down and 3.
Set. Ready.
Back to throw. Howell. He's got a man. It's Metcalf. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Now it just seems like this offense is piling on. I mean, after a day where they have completely dominated their opponent, a lot of offense would just be content with handing this ball off. Later in the fourth quarter, taking a knee and just putting an end to it. But not this group. They continue to throw the ball, and they continue to get chunk plays, and they showed they're not going to slow down until that final whistle blows.
Here's Charbonnet. And he'll bring this across midfield as this drive is taking shape. A gain of 7 on that one. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. He'll look to throw. Smith-Njigba left side. He's got it. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Here we go, here we go. Check go.
To throw is Howell. A ball deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Seattle. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. Now the point after try from Myers. He's got it. And the Seahawks will add 1 more onto their big lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford now. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Off play action. It's Stafford. This is caught down that right sideline. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And it's the arm talent, Mike. It's on full display. His ability to step up in the pocket, get everything behind that ball, and throw a laser on a line accurately downfield. That's not a throw that all quarterbacks in the NFL are capable of making, and I think it was pretty good.
And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Carney now to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Rams will get just a bit closer. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here's Eskridge now to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Sending it downfield for Fant. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Here's Howell. Metcalf, left side. He's got it. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Open man, left side. He's got it. Closing in on 200 receiving yards for the game. He's been outstanding. That one good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Howell. He finds Metcalf on the slant. There he goes again. And he's going to take this into the end zone. Sensational play for the moment. There's a marker down. I don't think he's going to like the result of this flag.
Let's go.
They'll throw with Howell. Sending it downfield for Fant. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
That's complete. It's Metcalf. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So the 12th man, a factor here, as it's a win for the Seahawks. They get the victory.